AMCU members are adamant that no one will return to work before their grievances are addressed. Workers are demanding the implementation of a proposed employee share ownership scheme. That's despite the National Union of Mine Workers instructing their members to return to work after the suspension of the 48-hour sit-in. Newzroom Afrika Zola Sholwana is there with us. So very interesting, Zola, that you've got the two labour organisations or labour unions saying different things to the workers.
Well, certainly, Naledi, what I can tell you, yesterday there was an engagement between the NUM and its members where the NUM instructed their members to report to work today as they will be continuing with negotiations with the company Sibanye-Stillwater. On the other hand, AMCU members have been complaining that their union or their regional office has been neglecting them as they received no update from them in terms of where to go from this point. What we are seeing is a division between workers. I'm going to ask my colleague to show you. On my right, these are AMCU members who are saying no one will have access to the premises of the company because they do not want anyone to report to work until their demands are met at this point. And this is what they were saying from yesterday after we had told them that NUM members are expected to report to work today. They're also pleading, or rather waiting for the president of AMCU to come and address them, saying that they will not be hearing from the regional office as it has been neglecting them for the past few days. They want to hear from the president of AMCU. I'm just going to ask my colleague to show you on the other side. Those ones are believed to be NUM members who want to, report to work as their union instructed them to do so yesterday. So all I can say, Naledi, is that tensions are brewing at this point, and we don't know what will happen from this point. Will NU members make their way to work, or they will wait here until, they perhaps hear from their union once again about what will be done so that they are able to be granted access to the premises. But they are allowed to actually go in, as the company had agreed with the unions that workers should return to work. But I think some of them are even living in fear of what could possibly happen if they do that. We do understand that AMCU workers are also planning on making their way to regional offices of AMCU, demanding to see AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa to come and address them so that they understand what will happen from this point, because they are saying they are still in a state of confusion.
Yeah, Zola, there's so much to talk about. I mean, what we saw earlier on in the week certainly was that sit-in, right, by mine workers belonging to NUM as well as AMCU. So can we just to clarify at this point that there is no underground sit-in? And then there's, of course, the concern that those who continue to stay away may very well lose their jobs, Zola.
While all miners resurfaced, Naledi, so as it stands, no one is underground for the purpose of the sit-in. The mine company confirmed that, the scary thing right now is that anytime from next week, those who are in the forefront of the sit-in could possibly find themselves, facing disciplinary action, as the mine deemed the sit-in illegal, saying that workers are well aware of procedures that they should follow if they want to address their grievances. So, the mining unions that we engaged with yesterday, the NUM and AMCU, assured that their workers that they will be, be present throughout the disciplinary hearings, and that they will make sure that their workers or their members have their jobs secured at this point. So they have nothing to fear about. Now, the biggest concern is the workers that are not reporting to work after they were given a go-ahead by their members. What is going to happen to them? But of course, we will be in close contact with the unions and just trying to find out what is their way forward. Is this how the situation is going to be outside Kwezi Shaft, or perhaps there will be a day where these two unions, find a mutual ground to say, let people report to work, and then engagements will continue with Sibanye-Stillwater and the relevant parties.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing us that update. Our reporter there, Zola Sholwana, on that story. All right, let's